Alright guys, some of you probably remember that I left a comment in Starry Sky basically video about Battle 185. He claimed that it's the hardest tower fight like ever, and I was like, come on dude, it's not really difficult at all. Seriously, I'm not trying to literally to be assertive or something, but this fight wasn't difficult at all. I did it from the very first attempt. This is the team that I used, and of course I have recorded it. It wasn't live, but I have recorded it. So I will place this particular recording after the commentary section. But this is the equipment I used on Scorpion, and I'm going to basically change the position of my head. This is the equipment I used on Scorpion. The Dark Mantle shouldn't be maxed out, the Tabor Sinful Witch will be maxed out. If you don't have it, you can use any other piece for blockable chance. It will do the same job. But if you have it maxed out, it will be useful because it will give you some extra damage, right? This is the equipment I used on Sub-Zero, and the interesting thing is that Sub-Zero basically died without doing anything. My point was to put them into stun loop with Sub-Zero. So as you can see, I don't even have block breaker. So and my idea was to put basically to tuck him in once he has 2 bars of power. Then I can start spamming special 2. You can do that with Sub-Zero. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see the next one. It's Strike Force Scorpion. This is the equipment I used on Strike Force Scorpion. The only 2 classic tower pieces were the mid-battle snack on Strike Force Scorpion and another Fusion 10 green on MK11 Scorpion. The weekend that once again shouldn't be maxed out. If you have it maxed out, it's going to be really beneficial, and in certain situations I believe it was beneficial in this fight, but considering the fact that I was fighting 2 versus 3, you can disregard this. So yeah, the point of this is to have the shield. And how basically do you deal with them? It doesn't matter. You just kill them one by one. If Sub-Zero attacks in, you can just kill him first. It doesn't matter. I used actually the Death Mark talent, but it didn't work anywhere. So not only I beat this fight 2 versus 3, but they all resurrected, even Sub-Zero, and I killed them despite. I just lost Sub-Zero. Once again, I lost Sub-Zero right off the bat. He didn't do anything. So it was 2 versus 3, but at the end of the day, it wasn't difficult, not at all. What you need to remember about Battle 185 is simple. You have to rely on stun loop. So you can do stun loop with so many characters. Strike Force Scorpion is one of them. Or let's call it that way, you can rely on special 1 loop. MK11 Scorpion can do special 1 loop. Or you can do special 2 loop with Sub-Zero. By the way, I never tested it in Dead Zone, but judging from his passive, there isn't anything that comes, basically, there isn't anything that mentions his special 2. So definitely his special 2 stun loop should work. That was my point, to test that out in 185. Unfortunately, he died right off the bat, so he couldn't do anything. So basically, yes, 2 things you have to remember for Battle 185. Stun loop, if you can do that, I bet you can do it if you have reached that battle anyways. And the second thing, of course, is equipment. You need to have an equipment that will make you immortal, that will give you shields, stuff like this. In this particular setup, I'm using the Dark Mantle and the Weakened Dat. You can also use, by the way, the shield that comes from the piece from Erin Black, the Lucky Hat. I didn't use that because the effect it unlocks at Fusion 10 is really overpowered, so I didn't want to use that at all in this particular case. But if you have this piece, Fusion 5, Fusion 6, you can use that. It's going to be really good because every time when you tag out a character, the rest of the team is going to have shield. Basically, that's all you require in order to beat Battle 185. So without any further ado, I'm just going to play the battle and how I did it. And see you next time. And before actually I go, I just want to address something. I know there are people in the comment section which will say, oh, but you're doing it with maxed out diamond. That's why it's not difficult. Actually, you are right and you're wrong, because I did all the fights with maxed out diamond team. And this fight wasn't the hardest. So, see where I'm going? I have the maxed out diamond team. I beat Battle 185 with it. And I have the maxed out diamond team. I'm doing Battle 190. And 190 is harder than 185, so therefore I say that 185 wasn't that difficult. It's not about whether I do it with maxed out diamond team or with maxed out gold team. It is just the fact that I don't consider this fight to be difficult, because I did all fights using the same team. And this one wasn't the most difficult, not at all. Alright guys, so without any further ado, let's play the video. See you next time, take care, stay safe, ring the bell.
Perfect.